In this lecture, we will discuss about the design of armature, air gap length and rotor of the synchronous machine. So first we will start with the armature design. The armature of the synchronous machine is consists the winding. So the armature design means the design of armature winding, and in which the most important to decide the number of turns per phase engaged in the winding and the cross sectional area, that is the size of armature conductor. The turns per phase is denoted by TPH, and from the EMF equation the TPH can be calculated by using the expression EPH divided by 4.44 kW F into phi, where the EPH is the EMF per phase, kW is winding factor, F is the frequency and phi is the flux per pole. kW for the full pitch winding, as usual, it is 0.955, and the flux can be calculated by using the expression of the average flux density as phi is equals to BAV into pi dl divided by P. So once we calculate the value of the flux per pole, then by using the expression of TPH we can easily calculate the turns per phase. Now how to calculate the armature conductor size? The cross-sectional area of the armature conductor is calculated by using the equation of density, as we know that the density is the ratio of the current to the area. So the area can be calculated as Iz divided by del or IPH divided by density, because the here in these equations Iz is a conductor current and IPH is the phase current, and usually the conductor current is equals to the phase currents. But if the phase is divided in a number of parallel path, in that case the current in conductor divide in a parallel path. So the Iz is equals to IPH divided by A. Otherwise the Iz is equals to IPH. So we can write the equation for the conductor cross section in two ways. Either we can write the Iz divided by del or IPH divided by del, and the conductor current in the per phase can be calculated by using the expression kVA into 1000 divided by 3 into EPH, and we can assume the density in the range of 3 to 8 ampere per millimeter square. Now let me discuss about the estimation of air gap length. The air gap length is calculated by using the expression Lg is equals to 0.8 into ATFO divided by 8 lakh into Bg into Kg. In this expression the Lg is the length of air gap and the ATFO is no load field MMF per pole. Bg is called as gap density and Kg is the gap contraction factor. As we already discussed in the DC machine, the usual value of the gap contraction factor Kg is 1.15, and the gap density is the ratio of average flux density to the form factor, and the value of the form factor is 0.67, where the ATFO, that is no load field MMF per pole, is equals to ATA into SCR, where the ATA is MMF per pole and SCR is called as short circuit ratio. And the MMF per pole ATA can be calculated by using the expression 2.7 into IPH into TPH into kW divided by P. So once we know the value of MMF per pole, that is ATA, then by assuming a suitable value of the short circuit ratio, we can calculate the no load field MMF ATFO by using this expression. And by inserting this value in the expression of LG, we can easily calculate the length of air gap. Now the next point is the rotor design. Most important in the rotor design is to how to decide the cross sectional area of the field conductor, because as we know that the rotor carries the field winding. So the area of the field conductor is calculated by using the expression ATFL into P into LMTF divided by EF. And in this expression, the ATFL is called as full load field MMF, and this full load field MMF is normally equals to 2 into MMF per pole, that is ATA. As we have already discussed, the armature MMF per pole ATA is 2.7 into IPH into TPH into kW divided by P. So the 2 into ATA becomes 2 into 2.7 IPH TPH kW divided by P. So by using this expression, we can find the full load field MMF, where the LMTF is known as length of mean turn for field winding, and it can be calculated by using the expression 2L plus 2.3 tau plus 0.24. So once we calculate the voltage across each field coil, then by inserting these values in the expression of size of conductor, we can determine the size of field conductor very easily. So in this way, we are normally designing the armature, air gap length and rotor of the synchronous machine. Thanks for watching.